Hi, my name's Jonathan Amor. I'm the Technical Director for Supermassive Games.
I'm Tom Heaton. I'm a Senior Designer also at Supermassive Games.
I'm Steve Goss. I'm Creative Director at Supermassive Games. What I have on screen right now is the motion controller, but on screen what I actually see is I see the motion controller overlaid by in this case, a large foam hand. The finger wobbles around, so it looks bizarre, I'm sure, with me just wobbling the controller, but on screen it's a completely different thing. For us it changed everything because the types of games we approach were games which you cannot do any other way. By augmenting reality, by putting you inside the game, that's not the experience you've ever had before. You're no longer puppeteering a remote character in a game. You are actively mapped into the game world.
I think one of the interesting things about that is the diversity of games. And now we've got games for the hardcore, games that are real simulations of combat. We've got games for people that just want to dance in front of a TV, games for people who want to get fit. And there's a massive diversity of genres and types.
And this is a mad barbering game. And I have, in my hand now, I have a pair of hair clippers, which I can rev up with a button, and I cut people's hair. And they tell me what haircut they want, and I have a few seconds to do each one.
I think the development of games themselves has changed quite radically as well. I've gone from sort of a couple of guys in a back bedroom doing everything themselves through to sort of larger and larger and larger teams, and I think we're now seeing a backswing back to sort of smaller teams focusing on great gameplay and making games that people really want to play again.
This game is based around, again, this very precise controller device, and I'm actually painting, filling out almost like a paint by numbers kind of template. I don't think difficult is in any way part of the contract that you make with the player with the motion controller. That precision isn't translated into complexity, it's translated into it does what I want. When we put something on the end of the controller and you can orientate it and look at it and move it around in our augmented 3D space, and it's really involving. I think that's a big difference. You can't sit on the couch and pretend to be bowling or doing tennis by wobbling your wrist. You really have to get involved, and I think that's a major shift. On screen I've got this electric fan that I can control the speed of, and around the screen sides I have a variety of nests appear. I just flick the little chicks into their nests using the fan. It made us try to figure out how to do something different, and I think that's the best thing about motion control is it asks us as developers to think beyond what we thought about before. It's not just an update, it's a totally new way of controlling, and we need to take advantage of it.
PlayStation